Hello, welcome to Fieldwork, where magic meets real life through the Akashic Records. My name is Jenny, your Akashic Records reader. Here is your Akashic Record reading for the month of October. This reading is for the collective, meaning the group of people, whoever you are, that tune into this video at any given time. This record is for you, knowing that in quantum physics, time is a construct. So whether you're tuning in October of 2025 or beyond, if this video lands in your feed, it's for you. So let's get started. So just grounding where we are, opening up to the guidance that wants to come through for all of us for the month of October 2025. Let's begin. I ask God, the greater field, for a shield of truth, love, and light to surround me permanently, so that only truth, love, and light exist between you and me. I allow God and the greater field to speak to and through me and receive that which is for my highest good, a voice that I, Jenny Elise Bremer, trust and love. Okay, my records are open. I will now open the records for the collective watching this video. I now ask that the highest order of sacred light surround us. I ask God and the greater field to surround you with truth, love, and light permanently so that only truth, love, and light will exist between you and me. I allow the masters, teachers, guides, angels, loved ones, and energies of you to channel through me out of whatever realm to say whatever they wish. I ask the permission of the Lords of the Akashic Records so that I am able to look into the records of you and remove whatever information I am allowed. Okay, the records are now open. I'm going to take one moment to just check in. There's a swirling around you now, beginning at your feet, swirling all the way up your body, sort of like in The Little Mermaid when Ariel she's standing or sitting on a rock and uh is she sitting on a rock? Oh, shucks. So before I even opened the records today, in preparation for recording this video, I was shown a swamp. And often when I do one-on-one readings for people, even before I meet them in their session, before we open the records, I'm given visions and messages, and I have to often speak to people's guides and say, like, okay, hold on, we're not in the reading yet, save it for the reading. So before, as I was setting up to record this video, I was receiving a vision of a swamp and thinking about October. And as I'm in the records now, I'm being shown this swamp again. But the guides really want me to emphasize that this swamp is not it's not how we would normally think of a swamp, excuse me, as dark and gross and yeah, they're emphasizing that this is not a dark thing or a bad thing. I think that a lot of times when we think of water, we think of beautiful lakes. We don't really want to be in or around swamps. We don't want to get dirty. We don't want to sink our feet into muck. What the guides are saying about October is that we are wading through a swamp. However, this wading is sifting through things in our lives. Mm. And it feels very enchanting. Like this is an enchanted swamp where it feels like the all of the little critters and the animals that live there are straight out of a fairy tale, and they can talk to us if we would just look down at them and begin engaging with them. Yeah, they're with us in support, and it almost feels like as we wade through the swamp, it's sort of a metaphor for like we're not in it alone. There are going to be things along the path that are just naturally going to be there. We don't even have to go looking for it. We don't have to call it in. It's all just going to be there for us to engage with and ask for help. And I'm being reminded by the guides like, yes, we're always waiting on the edge of our seats for people to ask for our help. In fact, in one-on-one readings, the guides come through 99% of the time wanting to pass along a message. I'm always shown like the front row of a movie theater, the seats in the front row, and the guides are just gathered in this front row, like literally on the edge of their seats for that moment when someone is like, I need your help. And they just ecstatically rise to the occasion. So they are wanting me to remind this fieldwork collective that they're not far away. In fact, they're right in front of you. It's just, yeah, they're saying that that ask for help is the tiniest little shift in intention that gets you to see suddenly, like suddenly see all of the support around you and waiting to be like waiting for you to open to them. So, yes, all along the path, there are these little helpers, and those little helpers are going to look like so many different things. For some of you, it could be people. For some of you, it could be financial help or blessings. For some of you, it could be ideas. For some of you, it could be actual objects you're picking up with you to take with you along your journey or your path. But they're definitely emphasizing, like, I'm seeing a person wearing like these knee-high rubber boots, just like walking through the muck. But it feels very purposeful. It doesn't feel like you're not getting stuck. It doesn't feel like wrong place, wrong time. It doesn't feel like, oh, I took a wrong turn and now I'm lost and I'm like trying to find my way through this swamp. It actually feels really intentional, and the muck itself feels interesting. It feels like there's actually data to be collected, like almost through osmosis through your feet, like through the boots and through your feet and through osmosis. You collect this data. It's important to remember that sometimes the messages that come through the Akashic Records, um, there are a lot of ways to interpret it. So sure, you might be receiving data and messages and support literally through your feet from the earth, energetically or through codes or whatever else. It might also, this vision in particular of like osmosis through the feet, it also might just lend to the fact that like walking through the muck, there are always things to take with you, lessons learned, clarity, messages received. There's purpose to it. It's not always, most often, actually, it's not because we've done anything wrong or we took a wrong turn or we're stuck or whatever other human reasonings we come up with in our minds, uh, it's very purposeful. So, um, yeah, and so I'm being shown like walking through the muck and taking what it is that the muck has for you. Again, lessons, information, data, clearing, clarity. And as you continue to walk through the muck and you pay attention to the things that you're taking in through osmosis, through your feet, you're walking, it's almost like you're in the depths of it. And as you keep walking, you're slowly coming out of it into shallower and shallower parts of this swamp. And suddenly you come to the edge of the swamp that actually looks like the shore of a clear water lake. And so I'm literally being shown the point where this dirty, mucky swamp and this clear water lake meet. There's a very distinct line, and you step over this line and you're on the clear water beach and you remove these big, mucky, brown, black rubber boots, and your legs are free and there's nothing covering your feet. And um, there's something here. Let me feel into it for a second. There's something here to your legs being free, to not having to wear those big rubber boots. There's something here to like, oh, I can like connect into the earth more. I can connect into the earth with clarity. I can splash in the water and feel the water. And there's something about the connection with the feet and the water. Let me feel into this. Oh, it's like a sense of play. Like there's a sense that like as you walk through October, as you walk through the muck, as you sift and sort and clear and collect and do whatever it is, ask for help, engage with the helpers. There's a sense that, as you do that through the month of October, you're going to step over this threshold into this clear, wide open space. And there will be a sense of groundedness and embodiment and a sense of play. Like I just see this little kid splashing around in this lake. And there will be spaciousness for you to play and to just be present in the space of having done all of the walking through the muck. And they want to emphasize that this muck is not, um, it's not going to be any more difficult than anything you've already walked through. And they're acknowledging, like, I know it's been a year. I know it. I know it's been a year. I know you thought like every month you thought this is the month I'm going to get through and I'm going to like step into something new. And they want to remind you that you did do that every month. Every month you got through whatever that month brought. You collected what you needed to collect. You learned what you needed to learn. Every month is anew. Every month there's something more as you step into the container of every month. You're doing exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. They're like you're always you're good. Like you're so good. You're always doing what you're supposed to be doing. And they want to acknowledge, um, yeah, they just want to acknowledge that you're totally good. You're okay. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're in the right split, in the right place, right time. Um, and this feels like a final push. This feels like you have been traversing this swamp for a long time. And it's like there's this fog and you can't quite see the lake, that you're approaching. You almost maybe don't believe that there's an end in sight to this path where you've just been clunking through the muck. Schlepping, is that they've been like schlepping through the muck? I hope I'm using that word correctly. But and they're like, yeah, you almost don't believe that this lake is there, but there's also this really deep part of you that's like, I know I'm not going to be in this forever. I know that I'm so close to something. And if I just keep going and hold steadfast in that faith and hope and trust that the fog will part and I will see this beautiful, expansive. I mean, it's so expansive. It's like water for as far as the eye can see. And it's this beautiful blue sky, and the water is so clear. And you just are standing at the edge of the water, looking over this expanse at the horizon, just like, wow, it was all worth it. This makes it all worth it. So let me just feel into what else is here, if anything. They're saying trust October. Let it wrap its arms around you. Let it. They're almost showing me October like as something walking next to you in this swamp and putting its arm around you, as if to say, like, I know it's been a long journey. I'm here. I've got you. I'm doing it with you. So fascinating. It's like the month of October wants to like partner with you through this last push. Yeah, it just feels like there's so much purpose to all of this. And they really want you to open up to that possibility that, like, you're not being punished, you're not stuck, you're not doomed, you're not destined to just constantly be in this state. This is part of the, in order for you to get to where you're going, you need to collect things that will help you along your journey. And again, this collection of things is like lessons, help, insight, clarity, messages, experiences, people. Maybe it's an actual thing. I don't know, but there's purpose to all of this. And the month of October is with you. Um, yeah. Is there anything else that the Fieldwork Collective needs to know right now? Yeah, they just again want to reiterate that they are very much here for you, waiting for you on the edge of their seats to ask for help. So don't forget, like I know in a lot of one-on-one readings that I've been doing, people have been expressing that they sometimes feel really alone in what they're doing, and maybe people in their life don't understand, um, or they've just been working so hard and schlepping for so long that uh, they feel just alone in it. And there's a really big message here coming through, reminding you that there is a massive, massive team beyond what you can see. Yeah, they're saying trust what you can't see, reminding you to like talk to that team of yours. There are so many energies guiding you and surrounding you and wrapping their arms around you. And sometimes even like I'm seeing angels like grabbing both of your arms and sometimes even carrying you. So there's a lot of support there if you can just open your mind and heart to that, and remembering to engage with and interact with that team. So Is there anything else that the Fieldwork Collective needs to know about the month of October? I'm also, okay, so I'm seeing carved out pumpkins and feeling lots of warmth and coziness and uh so find moments where you can allow yourself to rest, make really make yourself really cozy. So find moments where you can really like nurture yourself, wrap yourself in a blanket, get a cup of hot cocoa, watch movies all day on a Saturday or Sunday, like really let yourself sink into moments of coziness and rest. Because you've been like, it's been a lot. There's been a lot that you have been walking through and letting go of. And yeah, this idea of letting go of, um, there's been a lot that you've been letting go of, including identities. So, identities that you have created for yourself. And it takes a lot of energy to let go of ways that you've identified and be with the unknown of like, okay, who am I becoming now? Who wants to be uncovered? What parts of me are coming online? What what's it like to just be in all of that without creating an identity? So yeah, they really want you to nourish yourself and take advantage of this cozy time that's upon us, that is October, as we like really step into fall and the temperature changes and the leaves fall and the natural world shows us the instinctual nature of letting go and reminds us of the undercurrent of grief that is always with us. Always. Grief is like, yeah, they're showing me like the ocean, like grief as an ocean, and we are all in boats and canoes and things like that. And grief is like the thing that always carries us. So, um, yeah, really tuning into that in our moments of cozy nourishment, tuning into like what it took for us to get here and honoring that all of the parts and versions of us and people and ideas and jobs and dreams or whatever else that we have let go of in pursuit of and in honor of our evolution. um, really tuning into what it took, the grief that we feel, and the excitement for where we're going. So, is there anything else that the Fieldwork Collective needs to know for the month of October? I think that's it. So, this month, keep going. Keep going. The fog will clear. You will see what's on the other side, even if you don't actually believe or know that there is something outside of the bog that you've been schlepping through. And get really cozy, nourish yourself, take care of yourself this October. Think about all of the things that you've gone through this last year, everything that it's taken for you to get here, and really reflect on it in a way that is with gratitude, honors the letting go, honors the grief that you feel in response to the letting go, and um, just be in all of that, knowing that the end is near, the end of this bog, this swamp, that there are clearer skies, clearer waters ahead. And they're keeping it really wide open and expansive right now as far as this lake goes, because they don't want to reveal to you right now what is on the other side of that swamp. They just want you to know that there's a clearing ahead. It's expansive, it's playful, and you'll be okay. And you are okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close the records. I give gratitude to my guides and angels for being with and protecting me in this space. I give gratitude to the masters, teachers, loved ones, and energies of you for trusting me. I give gratitude to myself and to you for entering the records and inviting more truth into our hearts. May we move forward, always remembering the unconditional love and support that is with us at all times. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. Thank you for being here with me in this reading today, and I will see you next month.